Hello, it's Len from Straight Talk from the Homeland. Welcome back to the channel. Everybody wants Armenia to develop and to provide jobs for the youth, to stop them leaving, and in particular the rural areas where the villages are depopulated. It's bad enough with them all going to Yerevan or even overseas. We have a problem in Armenia in terms of discriminating against the rural area, the vital rural area that supports the city. For without the rural area, in fact, there would be no city. And yet, our utilities are completely unreliable. Yes, I know that the electricity goes off in Yerevan as well, but here in this part, in Armenia at least, we have every day a power cut, the wind's too strong, we have to turn the power off. Or the Soviet system where we've got all the villages interconnected. If one village goes out, then everybody has to lose their power, right? No notice. That's why my lift is stuck halfway. I mean, how does anyone run a business here? Yes, I have a solar system, but it's connected to the grid. I've got to get off the grid, don't I? But people will say, we've got to use a generator. Well, why should we? That's an expense. And by the way, we can't pay everything from a generator. So what's the excuse now in this land of excuses? This is 2026. Imagine when the data centers come and we've got all this power sucked out of the grid. I hope that someone has planned, not that anyone is good at planning here in Armenia, but I hope someone has planned for their own power so that the data centers don't collapse the electrical grid here. It's not just power, it's water. For example, I mean, this is an instrument I bought on Amazon to ensure I know how much water is in my tank, right? That's pretty important. And yet, when I bought it on Amazon, I put my address and I paid almost as much as the instrument for delivery. And Amazon was pretty efficient. They sent the instrument pretty quickly. But then when it gets to Yerevan, the agent says, well, actually, we only deliver in Yerevan. Imagine that. Half the population don't have delivery. I mean, this is discrimination, is it not? I mean, the other day we went into Yerevan to get some chairs, just some simple chairs. So we go to the shop and the shop says, well, we only deliver it in Yerevan. So what does it mean? It means that I can only choose chairs that are there, but no, in the shop only chairs are for display. So I can't actually even bring my own truck to the shop and pick up my own chairs. No, they've got to be delivered, but only in Yerevan. I mean, it's bad enough with Armenia being one of the few places I can think of with more than half the population stuck in one city. If you're not going to develop your rural areas or discriminate against people in rural, especially the entrepreneurs and the businesses wanting to develop this, then guess who's going to covet your lands more? So how does development happen? I mean, how does this country survive when Armenians don't care about their rural area outside Yerevan? I can say the enemy, the Azerbaijanis, the Turks, they covet these lands more than Armenians do. So maybe that will be the inevitable result, won't it? If the rural area, and this is only a small country, remember, it's not like Australia where delivery is thousands of kilometres or something like that. But in this country, the rural area is looked down upon. People do not and care about the rural area. They stay in Yerevan. They come for day trips. They rush back to Yerevan as if there's no decent place to stay. I think that this is a national security issue because of all the investment, more than 90% goes to Yerevan. If I was government, every new investment would be surcharged 10%, I'm talking about building, would be surcharged 10%. And that 10%, if you're building in Yerevan, would go to the rural area for essential services. I mean, in Soviet time, there were proper bus services even. There's not even proper bus services here. So I say to all Armenians, especially those in Yerevan, if you want your country to survive, you've got to look after a rural area. Stop looking down and stop discriminating. And hopefully this country will survive. This is Len from Straight Talk from the Homeland. Thanks very much for listening. Please like, share and subscribe.